everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on, and jaycazzz goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade. And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped him in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018, see if they give him a little competition at that spot. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He is, by the way, Jarvis Landry, the man who led the NFL in receptions this last year, 112 of them. The only issue for him, because he did put it in the end zone 9 times, and people fear him as a running back after he catches the ball. He averaged 8.8 yards per catch, and that's really down for him. Normally, he gets more after it, but boy, he is a catch machine in the short career he's had. Also had a career-high 9 touchdowns in 2017, more than the last 2 years combined. Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there,
One broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right on the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ndamukong Suh able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Looking downfield for Jones, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Tannehill on first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, it's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the third quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 51 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to...
Jarvis Landry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Second down now after the pass completion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So still 7 yards to go here on 3rd down. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it. But I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick.
And look out. I think he's going to go. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They stay on the ground with Drake. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Andre Branch in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing now is Ryan. Now he steps away. Now this is taken in. It's complete. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Ryan to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Tannehill, and over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. On first down, Drake, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.